Topic: Intonation. Part 1. Here are the lesson objectives: to recognize falling and rising intonation patterns, to understand what falling and rising intonation patterns communicate, and to develop your ability to use falling and rising intonation patterns with accuracy in your own speech. In this lesson, we're going to study intonation. Intonation helps create the music of a language. Just as in music there are high notes and low notes and notes in the middle, when we speak there are high notes and low notes and notes in the middle. If we didn't have intonation, our voice would sound like this. It would be very flat and it would be very strange, wouldn't it? With intonation, you can understand speakers' feelings. You can understand their attitudes. You can understand if they're asking you a question or if they're done speaking and you can say something in response. In short, intonation is necessary in communication. You need to understand it so that people can communicate to you, and you need to be able to use intonation so that you can communicate back to them. Now, in previous lessons, we talked about word stress. And in stressing a word, I explained that it was necessary to make a syllable louder, longer, and at a higher pitch. So you may be wondering right now, what's the difference? Before, we were talking about making our voice go higher in a word, and now we're also talking about making our voice go high or keeping it low. Well, word stress is exactly that, stress within a word. When we talk about intonation, we're talking about how our voice goes up or down over the course of a group of words in a statement. So intonation is a long line of melody. It's where a voice will go up or it will go down over the course of a statement. In English, we can talk about different intonation patterns. In this lesson, we're going to focus on the two most basic patterns, falling intonation and rising intonation. Falling intonation. What is it? What does it communicate? Falling intonation is a pattern in which your voice falls to a low pitch by the end of a thought group or statement. It communicates certainty, finality. You are telling a fact and/or you believe you are right. It also communicates completion. You are done speaking. Your listener can now respond.